32.68 competitive kilometers await our drivers. It is going to be a tough one, but potentially the fastest stage we see here this weekend. Now, as we head into this one, our top 5 drivers are separated by just 2.2 seconds. With 32 kilometers ahead of us, is it going to be the same kind of distance at the end of it? Maybe not. This is a contrast to what we saw this morning. We started with tight, twisty, gnarly, to use Chris Patterson's expression, sections of stage. Here it is wide, it is open, and as you can well see, it is fast.
Peak speeds, 160, 70, 80, 200 k's an hour. You don't know how the car's going to react on the bumps. Those little dips, those little washaways that they have. You can see some of them here. You'll see like grooves dug into the verges of the road. And this is what...
Oh, Seb! Oh, it's knocked him straight off line. He's got it back. He's got it back. That was a moment then for Ogier there. But that's how easily it can happen.
Yeah. And you know, we talk about like washaways.
So here is something else.
Yeah, oh!
Just clipped the inside there.
But it's still going on there, and he's up another bank. Yeah, fair play. And you know, Bex, in that situation, when that happens, as daft as it sounds, don't try and fight it too much. Let the car take its own course, because you start massively overcorrecting too much. And I've just bumped another bank. It can just start to get a bit complicated.
But what a contrast, though, to the first stage. In terms of the visuals, we can see it's much wider, so much quicker, but it's a ragged run so far from Seb.
A very ragged run.
We have a replay here again of Ogier. So another moment then for our world champions.
This is probably the most ragged stage Ogier's ever had in his career, not just in his rally, in his career.
So he's just missing his...
just missing
a breaking point.
Just missed, yeah, that's it. And it's all stemmed, Bex, from that first moment. It's knocked him out of sync. We hear drivers saying quite a few times, particularly in power stages, and we spoke to Chris Meek about it again in the last rally when he was with us, of how do you know when it's going right? He said first 2 or 3 corners. First 2 or 3 corners, if it gels and if it goes right, you know you're in for a good one. And then... Oh. I'm running out of space to write about moments already for Ogier. Look at that, that's it. That's iconic images. Unique, iconic, that's what it's all about.
This is a unique event. There is nothing like this anywhere else in the world. Seb said it, Thierry said it, they are going on an adventure this weekend, unlike anything else they've been faced with on the championship calendar.
In their careers.
In their whole careers, The dust just ploughing over the front of the Yaris. The first sector of this stage.
Well, that Ogier moment. Oh man, that Ogier moment. How that kind of stayed on the road.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was a great save. And Neuville again then off with a strong start here. 2.5 seconds up on Everson, 3.7 up on Ogier.
Yeah, as you said though, the Ogier stall, what did that drop him? About 7 seconds?
Yeah.
The stall? Not the stall, not stall, an overshoot. An overshoot, sorry.
An overshoot. That was approximately 8.5 kilometers into the stage for Ogier. Okay, we have a replay coming up then. This is Thierry.
This is Ogier's junction.
This is the overshoot.
Yeah, Ogier's junction.
This is what Neuville has done as well then. So they've both done exactly the same thing, an overshot. And like I said before, that's approximately 8.5 kilometers into the stage. It's going so well for Thierry as well. I mean, so only a couple of seconds drop, but he's had a good morning so far.
Yeah, unseen though, isn't it? There's that long straight in front of you and you're just triggered onto that.
He's picking up time now to Evans. Watch the difference here on this split.
Here we go.
It's only a 1/10 of a second behind Evans on that split after that overshoot where Neuville lost time, but he is back on the money in terms of pace.
Going wide again here, just into the dust and the fesh.
And Sébastien Ogier then, you can hear the cheers of the crowds in the background. They are
Just look
lining.
at their rear suspension there, the left rear suspension shock absorber, absolutely just bouncing like mad. I'm not sure I think the rear shocker's broken. The rear shocker on the left, I think, has gone. This car should not be bouncing around like that. That car should not, it should be stable. Look at it, it's bucking Bronco in the back. I think he's lost the rear, not lost it, I think he's lost the effectiveness in this left rear damper. That car is not handling very well. It's moving around way too much. You can see the body shell. It should just be like a smooth magic carpet, and the wheels, the car is actually bouncing around. I think there's maybe a drama with the left rear shocker. You see how it's bouncing? You see the back end of the car bouncing up and down? You see there?
Yeah.
It shouldn't be doing that.
Seb, you were pushing really hard there. We had a few moments. What was it like in there?
Yeah, it's very sandy, very rough, but we have to go, I'm sorry.
Thierry Neuville now then. Look at the split from him at 19 Ks, 4 seconds quicker than Evans. What a morning Thierry is having here.
I mean, what did he lose? He was way deeper than Ogier in the overshoot.
Yeah.
Ogier lost 8 seconds. He maybe 8-10. What could have been? Mind you, it's given us something to talk about.
Definitely has.
I mean, just look at it.
I know. Look, Giraffe's having a good little look to see what's going on. He's not fazed at all by these cars. Elvin now then approaching the final sector stage. He's past the 29-kilometer mark. He's 10 seconds up on Ogier.
Now look at how this car's handling compared to Ogier's, yeah? It's a lot more smoother. There's not that bumping at the back as much. Oh!
He's hit something.
The front wheel's off. No!
And that just happened right in that second. So the front suspension, the front wheel is at a 45-degree angle for Elvin Evans.
It's the steering or something.
His front suspension.
Is it damper, steering, what? I think that's a damper, to be fair.
Look at the angle of the wheel.
That's oh, man.
Drama for Elvin Evans and Scott Martin then, and they are just, well, they're less than a kilometre away, I think, from the flying
he's
finish.
digging himself deeper.
Yeah, he's at 32.3 Ks.
Scott's telling him to get off the road, lock the diffs, get off the road.
That's it.
That just went just then, as you said.
Yeah,
we were talking about how quick it was going, and then the front end has given way. Right in front of a Toyota Kenya banner.
Let's have a look at a replay here. What has happened? Was there a rock? There was a rock on the inside there, but it didn't look that. Hold on. But it had already happened.
It was in that
corner. It had
corner.
already happened at that point. It was that rock then.
Hang on, we're trying to work on this guy. I thought he was trying to get a fire extinguisher just
This man will work even if he thinks there's no chance.
He's just asked Scott. Once he puts the jack in, Scott can't get out of the car, not out through his door. I think he's just said, "Are you staying in or getting out?" I'm staying in at the minute.
Oh, it's huge disappointment for Elvin Evans. And of course the Toyota team as we switch now to Tanak, who is quicker than teammate Thierry Neuville there, but we've got to remember that Neuville had that overshoot, he lost time, and then he started to really build it back against the Toyotas. Will Tanak be able to match him the further he goes into the stage?
Right. giraffe lookout on the left. It's somewhere down here, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
There they are to the right. There's 4 of them to the right.
Getting slightly overexcited about the animals, but can you blame us? Can you blame us, though? Look at that. I know, look at the time. And just, the boy is flying this morning.
Bex, there was talk of this yesterday where minutes could be gained. And
is there something dropping
there's a lot of
underneath?
underbody protection on this car. I noticed in service this morning, huge plastic body protection underneath. I think to try and protect those suspension arms. That car, look how it's like you're riding a magic carpet. Just look at it. Ogier's car was bucking and bouncing.
Yeah, it's far smoother.
Yeah, that's underbody protection.
This is an incredibly committed, confident run, and unfortunately, Elvin's car stricken there.
And the thing is, Neuville, I think he's gone off there, but he actually hasn't. He could have been plus 30 here. Even more, he could have been plus 30.
What an amazing run for Neuville. The time for Ogier was 17:26.5, 34.2 seconds quicker. That is jaw-dropping.
Jerry, you are absolutely flying. How's the stage for you from inside the car?
Yeah, incredible rut, very deep rut. I was close to roll the car in the rut a couple of times, so I had to adapt the rhythm. In the beginning, maybe I could have been faster, but I was really afraid that I could put off the tire of the rim. So, I don't know if the rhythm was enough. I think it's possible to go faster, but as we can see, we need to survive.
Wow. We need to survive, but as he said, it was close to rolling in the ruts a few times. But the potential for him to be able to go even quicker, he thinks. 34.2 seconds quicker than Ogier through there.
1 kilometre. So watch to the forest, yeah, but watch forest, but.
Okay.
And the time then not as quick as Neuville, but 8.3 seconds behind. It's still a great time on the board for Oit and Martin, and maybe a story to tell from this stage. So 8.3 seconds slower than teammate Neuville.
Oit, that was a really difficult stage. How did you get on? It looked good.
The only target was to not damage the car, and it's already very demanding, so second time I think it will be unbelievable, but okay, we are here, it's fine.
Yeah, second pass through this one is going to be difficult. That is
Just
for
look
sure.
at these shots here from Rovanpera, fantastic. There's a generation, Bex, of rally fans who haven't seen this, so you know,
Yeah, no,
19
absolutely.
years.
He's quick as well. Look at the split. 4.6 seconds up on Tanak. 6.2 up on Neuville, but remember, Neuville was restarting his assault on the stage after the overshoot at this point. But it is a huge drive here from Rovanpera. This is Scott Martin.
Scott's moving the
He's
rock out of
moving
the
the
way.
rock that they have clipped.
His teammates coming, you see. 2 teammates are coming. Get the rock out of the way. Just obviously missed on the recce, you know, hidden in that bush.
Yeah.
Fair play to Scott. Dust in this car, what is going on?
This is Rovanpera we're with.
Where's this all?
Because you can't see him to know who he's with, that's what I'm telling you. But this car is full of dust.
Where?
There's obviously a hole somewhere. It's coming in through somewhere.
It's going to look like the home pride man when he's finished. Full of dust.
The thumbs up from Scott Martin.
Tailgate's down as well now, that's it.
That's
Keep
it.
the dust out of that car. Game over.
Yeah, unfortunately it is. You know, they were hoping for the big adventure today, and it's ended a little bit too soon for Elvin and Scott.
And that's how quickly it changes, you know. He was destined, he was on target, wasn't he, to kind of take quite a bit of time because Sebert had the overshoot.
Look at the inside this car. It is just a haze of dust inside there. It is the second quickest time on the board, though. It's a great run from Rovanpera, 7.3 seconds off Neuville's pace.
Let me have some fresh air, please.
That must have been, yeah, difficult to work with. His eyes must be really gritty now. Yeah.
Alan, that was a long stage. Will you change any of your setup for the next pass?
What?
Will you change any of your setup for the next pass?
I don't hear you, but yeah, it was incredible stage. The condition is so bad, and there is so big ruts all the time that the car is going anywhere. I think it's not bad to be in the front because it's so soft, and yeah, at the end of the stage I had a puncture now. There was so much dust in the car I couldn't breathe, so it's Safari for sure.
It is Safari for sure. He's still in a good bit of humour there, but he mentioned a puncture there. I didn't clock that as he was coming into the stop control, so I'm not sure where that is. Sordo now past the 24-kilometre marker. You can see the difference there, 6.5 seconds slower than Neuville. And we've got Gus Greensmith past the 19k marker. Oh no! Danny Sordo off!
We're still going off. Dear me.
That, yeah, we'll take a look at that again.
I don't really know what happened.
No, I don't know what happened either. We will find out.
It just went very sideways, and then we just went backwards for a long way. I don't think he's actually hit anything very hard.
Let's take a look here.
He just got sideways.
He's just gone sideways. And the rear's gone off. Yeah, he's gone down into a ditch. Okay, let's see how far down into a ditch potentially he is.
I think
did he clip a rock at the rear, I'm wondering, which has propelled him out?
I think it popped out of a rut or something.
Maybe.
And it just flicked it sideways. And he's fully sideways, and then he's backwards, and you can hear him.
Okay, keep a lookout then for Sordo through the windscreen of Gus. That was at 28.8 Ks into the stage for Danny Sordo. Right, we're going to go back to Danny Sordo now. So these are live images now.
Oh, he's not very happy.
Super frustration then from Danny Sordo.
He must have knocked something off it. Oh, it'll come through the roof vent in a second.
Yeah, well, and that's maybe what it was with Rovanpera potentially. But maybe a bit too much dust in the car for Rovanpera for it just to be coming through the roof vent, but who knows?
Adrian's been really careful in here. When you look at his splits compared to Gus, I don't know if he's been really careful or he's had an issue somewhere, because as I said, he was going quite slowly across that rougher section where...
Well, we'll hear the full story at the stage end. It could be a case
of... the car looks quite stable there.
It could just be a very cautious run through for him, which I think at this point in time is the wise choice.
yeah, it is, yeah. Old head, young shoulders. There'll be some stages where a driver is over a minute down. Yeah. But then on the next one...
Well, let's find out from Jade, who's at the stage end for us, whether it was just a case of, you know, extreme caution in there for Adrian, or whether he's had an issue at all.
A sensible drive. How is the car and how's it handling in this stage?
You know, I was really careful in the really rough section, and even in a section where we find we can push, sometimes there is something you don't see, so you need, you know, last time try to avoid it, and so it's really difficult, but we are here. I think many things happen on this stage, so we have to see if the car is okay.
Stage classification then. Thierry Neuville with a 16:52.3. Rovanpera just 7.3 seconds behind that time, and it was an incredible time from Neuville. Tanak, third fastest through. Overall, it's Neuville who leads over Rovanpera by 8.2 seconds, with Tanak in third position. Overall, 9.5 seconds off the lead. That is the big top three here after 3 completed stages at Safari Rally Kenya so far. Not too many drivers on that list. We are missing Elfyn Evans, we're missing Danny Sordo. Elfyn will not continue on today, and Danny Sordo is at the side of the road in the stage.
34 right sharp, middle, into